Exum pulls it in.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
We'll now go to Doris Burke, who spoke with Quinn Snyder. Doris?
A lot of his focus in preparing his team for this game centered around how they plan to deal with point guard Brandon Jennings. He said Jennings is a blur out there. He's so fast, and he plays with a relentless energy. It's a challenge for any team to really keep up with him. Kevin, we'll see if they can do it.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. And he makes the first, but misses the second.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
No, it always is, and it has been so far, and they've gotten a nice edge on the glass.
Drummond. Cannot hit, so Utah will take it the other way.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
The pass to Withey. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Hood. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
Now here's Freak. Tight defense on him. Detroit, no good that time either. Jazz trail by 4. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. And stolen by Freak. Now here's Jennings. He's guarded closely. And a wide open look for Freak. Kicks it out to Jennings. He dishes it to Freak. The shot's good. Jennings making the play. Freak's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Hood. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Transitioning from college to the pros can be a challenge for many players. Here's what Freak had to say. Good points, Clark, but rolled. Andre Drummond's checked in for Tolliver. Jody Meeks comes in for Morris. Steve Blake's checked in for Jackson. And Freak subbed in for Brandon Jennings. Withey is out there with Booker. Then there's Alec Burks, and it's Hood in at the 3. That's the group right now for Utah. Now Burks. He's coming off a 13-point game against Washington, and he gets it to go. Burks has got 4 points in the quarter.
How about the screen that frees him up, though, for the jumper?
Blake up top. Burks covering. Pass to Freak. Lets it go with a 3. The rebound by Withey. Jazz trail by 3. Here's Hood, guarded by Blake. Hood, the pass to Withey. Here's Booker. Rebounded by the Pistons. Drummond's got his 3rd rebound on the night. And here is Blake. Dishes it to Freak. He feeds it to Baines. And Drummond kicks to Freak. Stolen by Withey. .106 left in the first half. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And he gets the bucket. Drummond's got 5 points so far.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
Here's Hood. He's got 5. Shot off the screen. No luck.
And we haven't seen them get to the line as much here in the second quarter. They might be settling a tad too much offensively.
I think you're right. I mean, an up fake here or there, getting the ball inside, that's how you create high percentage offense.
Booker dishes to Withy. They set the pick. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Burks. And it's Freak with the rebound. He kicks it to Meeks. Baines passes to Drummond. Blake for 3, and good on the basket. Book it. And it's an 8-point Piston lead. So we've reached the end of the first. The second half beginning in just a moment. One of the stories on the court. Entirely new group here. Jeff Withy, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Booker comes in for Derek Favors. Rodney Hood's checked in for Burks. And it's Dante Exum in for Trey Burke. And a different look here for the Pistons. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Tolliver. Jody Meeks comes in for Morris. Freak's checked in for Contavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Jennings in for Jackson. On the floor for Detroit, Freak in a 2-guard. Jody Meeks out there with Aaron Baines. Then there's Andre Drummond, and it's Jennings in at the 1 spot. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Jazz trail by 5. Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Nuggets provided a nice lift. He ended with 7 points, and he was able to dish out a few helpers to teammates as well. A performance like this was just the trick his team needed to snap their losing streak.
All right, thank you as always, Doris. And another special game from a player that we know is incredibly capable for this team.
Yeah, and he proved his value again in that last game. I mean, he's a cog in their machine, no doubt.
Yeah, and they're going to need a few other players to lend a bigger hand today. I mean, they can't expect him to carry the entire load 2 games in a row.
And he gets the bucket.
And one thing about Gordon Hayward, he's an excellent playmaker for a small forward. Averaged over 4 assists a game after averaging over 5 the year before. So you've got to love a scorer who is also unselfish.
Here's Freak. Here's Drummond. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for 1 more.
They've done their part here to run down a lot of missed shots. A solid rebounding effort.
Yeah, energy has been the difference, and they're fighting for every loose ball and giving as good as they get on the inside.
Booker with it. Working on Drummond. A nice shot by Booker. Getting back to Hayward, the one area where you'd like to see him improve, taking care of the basketball. Averages nearly 3 turnovers a game the past couple of years.
And Kevin, he's made a concerted effort to be more aggressive on offense while being more efficient as well. So he's got to balance those 2, aggression and efficiency.
Exum kicks to Hood. There's 37 seconds left in the third. Here's Booker. They get the rebound. Pass to Hood. And the Jazz, another 3.
Well, you've got to like the focus that they're showing here in the second half. I see a lot more effort as well. I mean, it's amazing when you lock in mentally and bring some energy and intensity, things can pick up in a positive way for you.
Jennings kicks to Drummond. That falls. Great assist by Brandon Jennings. And that's 13 points here for Drummond.
Almost automatic when he can get the basketball that close to the basket.
Well, defense has to be played earlier in that situation. You've got to fight to not allow him to get that position in the first place.
Hayward goes in. No good, and tight defense there bothered that shot. Meeks can't get it to go.
Ladies and gentlemen,
we welcome you back to what has been a good one here. A different look here for Detroit. Drummond's checked in for Reggie Jackson, and Freak subbed in for Brandon Jennings. The forwards are Hayward and Favors. Pairing up in the backcourt, Trey Burke and Alec Burks. And it's Gobert in at the 5. That's the group right now for Utah. Drummond in the post. Defended by Gobert. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Freak. And again, it's the Pistons missing.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Burke dishes to Favors. Morris against Hayward. Now here's Burke. Tight defense on him to take the lead. And Derek Favors picks up the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. The Jazz making a switch here. Hood's checked in. To the wing right side. Drummond working against Gobert. Chance there to take the lead. Missing.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And Greg, we've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Freak kicks to Drummond. Over Gobert, and count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
I like to call that stick-to-itiveness, Greg. Getting everything he possibly could out of that play. Nicely done.
Good call.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Guys, I was able to listen in on what Quinn Snyder was going over with his team. As this game enters winning time, and it really could go either way, he wanted the chance to check in, make sure they're all on the same page, and sticking to the game plan to close it out. Kevin?
And as always, Doris, thank you. Favors with the screen. Hayward with the ball. Out defended by Freak. A shot by Hayward. Wide open. Can't get it to go. And it's Detroit the other way. To take the lead. And Freak with the nice bucket inside.
Great